interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Sunshine on the outside, temperatures warming up rather nicely. We'll get to those in just a second. Much better day today than what it was yesterday. Yesterday, a little bit on the cool side. We had that wind to contend with. Today, it's not nearly as windy, and the wind direction has changed just a little bit as well. Currently, we are looking at warmer temperatures. That's going to move through the day today. Tomorrow, it'll be warmer still. And then on Saturday and Sunday, things will cool down just a little bit. So take advantage of today. Today is probably going to be the nicer of the 2 days overall. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day because we're going to start off with a little bit of rain shower activity. Then we'll have a window of very possibly some sunshine, but temperatures really revving up. We'll be looking at temperatures in the low to mid 70s around these parts as we go through the day tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, system is going to be moving in, and that's going to affect our weather with some precipitation. And then over the weekend, we are going to see a cold front move through, and that's going to lower our temperatures. Low pressure system located right now over Nebraska. It is going to be moving into Iowa. And taking a look at the radar just over the last couple of hours, we have seen some severe weather in southern sections of Missouri already this morning. All that activity is moving into southern Illinois. Eventually, it is going to be working its way toward us. So more than likely later on tonight and early tomorrow morning is when we're going to begin to see some rain shower activity out of that particular system. But for right now, let's enjoy the weather. Matthew, what do you have on the thermometer?
Currently, over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at 49. Over in Midland, it's partly sunny at 50. Here, Radio Center, it's mostly sunny at 50. We have southeast winds at 7 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.18, and it's rising.
We had a little bit of an easterly breeze overnight last night. As Matthew said, now it's more southerly. And then later on this afternoon and into the evening hours, we're going to see a very slight gradual change from a south wind into a southwest breeze. Now, later on tonight, more than likely after midnight, that's going to be the chance of us seeing some showers in the Great Lakes Bay area. Where the shower activity is going to move in, first of all, is going to be the southwest corner of the Lower Peninsula, and that's where we're seeing some of our warmer temperatures. Currently, Holland is looking at 55, and Benton Harbor is reporting 54. They are the hot spots. Detroit's coming in at 52, and of course, we're not too far behind. Flint is reporting 51. Adrian is looking at 52. Where you would expect it to be cooler, it is. Alpena is currently reporting 44. Cadillac is looking at 48. Sheboygan is at 45, but Frankfort, with mostly cloudy skies, is reporting 50 degrees, and Traverse City with sunshine is looking at 51. So it appears as though the low pressure system, the center of it, located into and around Iowa as we go through the afternoon. It is going to be moving up through Wisconsin later on this evening and the early morning hours tomorrow morning. It's actually going to wind up over the northern tip of the Lower Peninsula and then over into the eastern part of Ontario province as we go through the day tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Right now, sunshine, that's the word. Clouds will be moving in this evening. Scattered shower activity, especially in northern Michigan and Michigan's thumb. We're going to get some traces of it as we go through the nighttime hours tonight. We're not going to get a direct hit of any kind of heavier precipitation tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow morning. It does appear as though that whatever early showers we do get after a low of 52 tonight will be early morning shower activity. Then sun will be moving in. Then showers once again later on tomorrow afternoon and the evening hours. The low pressure system will be over Wisconsin during the day tomorrow, eastern Ontario province by tomorrow night. And that is going to be dragging a cold front across the state. Right now, it appears as though that front will move through after midnight tonight, tomorrow night in the lower peninsula. 74 is going to be our high for the day tomorrow. It'll be cooler in Michigan's thumb simply because of the water temperature over there. After a high of 74 tomorrow, we'll drop down once again to about 52 like we will tonight. That'll be the case tomorrow night. The front will move through after midnight, and then our temperatures aren't really going to go up all that much on Saturday. After a low of 52 on Friday night, we'll work our way up to maybe about 74 for a high on Saturday. We'll start off with clouds, some sprinkles around, but that's going to be it on Saturday morning. Breaks of sun as we go through the day on Saturday. After a high of 57, we'll drop down to about 38 for a low on Saturday night. Now that front that will move through after midnight on Friday night will be all the way down to the Ohio River, and it'll be stretching from, I want to say, Kansas, following the Ohio River up into the New England states during the day on Saturday. That's why as we go through the day on Saturday, we're expecting things to clear off to the point where we should see some sun, but it's not going to get as cold or as warm as what we see today and tomorrow. Average high for this time of the year is 57. So that's going to be our high for the day on Saturday with a low of 38. That's the normal low for this time of the year. So temperature-wise, the average for this time of the year will be on Saturday. Now, Sunday will cool off just a little bit more. We'll have partly cloudy skies. Then the clouds will be moving in late in the day on Sunday and Sunday evening as a system that will be moving into the lower Ohio River Valley, Tennessee Valley area. Will be moving into that area on Monday. So it'll be pushing some moisture up into Michigan late Sunday afternoon, more than likely Sunday night. I think the chances of a shower activity will be much greater after midnight on Sunday night. So Monday, clouds, rain shower activity around, upper 50s for a high on Monday, upper 30s for a low on Monday night. So Monday night temperature-wise will be, or Monday temperature-wise will be pretty much the same as what we will be looking at on Saturday. Then the warming trend begins. Partly cloudy skies on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Temperatures in the low to upper 60s as we move into the midweek next week, with nighttime temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Long range, so to take us beginning the first part of next week through the end of the month, is for our temperatures to average above normal for this time of the year, precipitation values to be slightly above as well. Record high in this state is 83. That was set back in 1927. The record low is 24. That was set in 1949. A year ago today, our high was 70. Our low was 48. And we picked up just under a half inch of rain out at the airport. Sun will set this evening at 8:22, rise tomorrow morning at 6:48. Incidentally, the warmest ever, 17th of April, was set back in 1976. 82 was our high, 62 was our low. The coldest ever, you got to go back to 1983 to see that. And back in 1965 on this date, we picked up 3 inches of snow. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Busy day today, so standing by. First of all, who do we have, Matthew?
Up next, we have Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. For those of you that don't know, Farm All got its name because that's exactly what it does. It farms all. Baling, cutting hay, feeding, hauling, loading, pulling, raking, cleaning the barn, mixing, feed, hitching, cultivating, furrowing, digging, emergency towing. Did a little bit of that over the winter. Harrowing, hoisting, leading parades. It's probably going to do that this upcoming summer. Excavating, grading, and a whole lot more. The Farm All is designed to do whatever job you need to have it done. So all you need is really somebody to pair you up with the right size Farm All tractor for the job that you need to have done. 35 to 140 horses, that's what they have. And you can get one anywhere from the value packed compact Farm All A to the deluxe compact Farm All C and C series with cabs. Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth, they're the ones that can help you out. And right now, you can take advantage of special savings. If you're paying cash, you get a cash discount. Or you can get special financing of 0% interest for up to 72 months on selected models. Check them out today. The Farm All does it all. And with these special financing offers on select Farm All tractors, now is the time to put it to work for you. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Melinda, how's things going this day?
Not too bad. We got corn up 1, beans down 5, and wheat up 2, waiting the export report to come out here. Trade's really looking for 600 to 800 million metric tons in corn. Both are really pointing towards, since Trump paused his 90-day pause tariffs for 90 days, more foreign nations are buying a bit more U.S. agriculture, so really could be a beneficiary to the corn and wheat market here in the nearby. Still looking at futures that to push to $5, but they've really stalled on the July and still trading between that $4.75 to $4.95 July futures range. A little bit of resistance there to get back into that $5, $5.20 range that we traded about a month ago. And then looking at beans, really trade was shooting for 100,000 to 800,000 million metric tons. Seems like we're probably going to be towards the lower side of that. A lot of eyes are still on China and what they are going to try to negotiate here in the pause. A lot of tensions as we look at the trade deal between China and the U.S. moving forward for soybeans. Technically in the market, the July 25 futures really struggle to stay above the 200-day moving average. And during the past year, the market really hasn't been able to stay above it. So for any extended period of time. So if we get close to that, it's probably definitely a sell signal. Wheat, I think we're all eager as we're getting 28 on our wheat and seeing it green up here of what the wheat market could be. And the reality of it is it's really struggling to get above 565 futures and stay there. So really looking for wheat to find a little bit of strength here. There's also talk that Argentina's new crop production could be 10% higher than its previous crop. So it's not great for the world wheat market, but technically not a lot has changed. The market still struggles to break out of its downhill pattern and continues to trade below its major moving averages. And
the wheat is looking pretty good, isn't it, right now?
Yeah, it really is.
I was just looking at the latest crop progress, and they were indicating that only about 3% of the wheat in the state is rated poor to very poor.
Yes. The wheat in Michigan looks fantastic. I've been traveling across the state, and it looks very good thus far.
Yeah. So on the board, what do you have?
Yeah, on the board nearby, we have 460 corn, June delivery corn at 473, new crop 25 corn at 402. nearby soybeans at $10. New crop 25 soybeans at $9.58. New crop July red wheat at $5, and new crop July white wheat at $5.20.
Very good. Melinda, thank you so much. You and your family and everybody at the Andersons, happy Easter, okay?
Yeah, happy Easter to everyone out there listening and to you guys as well.
Thank you so much. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us right now. The Market Report brought to you by Pete Costello Painting. They specialize in all types of painting and hot rubber bin seal. You know, farmers know that Pete the Painter repairs and paints barns and roofs. He also takes care of grain bins, houses, as well as Morton buildings. You want to schedule a job? You want him to come out and give you an estimate? Well, the estimates are free. All you got to do is call 517-667-0982, and he'll come out and take a look at it. Remember, one call does it all. The calendar, knowing Pete and his reputation, I'm sure it's filling up pretty quick right now, so might be a great time to get that estimate and schedule the job. Again, 517-667-0982. Pete Costello Painting. Market Report also brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Find out why over 50,000 of your friends and neighbors say that the Frankenmuth Credit Union is their hometown financial solution. You very easily could be one. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, the market's going to be taking a break tomorrow, right?
They are, yep.
So today is it.
Today is getting ready for a 3-day weekend.
Yeah. So
Place your bet.
What's it doing?
Well, gold hit a new high today, 33.7190. But the metals are taking a breather at this point, so they obviously hit their peaks overnight when the Asian trade, I imagine. United Health had their earnings. They disappointed very, very badly. So they lost almost $100 billion in market cap today, down 22%. That's really dragging the Dow Jones 1.2% right now, 452 points. The S&P is up about 0.4%. NASDAQ is up about 0.04%. So they're kind of different stocks, pushing things different ways. So that's what we got going on. Here's your numbers. The May corn is 4.85 1/4, up a penny. September corn 4.60, up a penny. The May soybeans 10.34, down 4 3/4. September soybeans 10.25 3/4, down 5. The May wheat is 5.51, up 3 1/4, and September wheat 5.78 1/2, up 3 1/2. Crude oil is 63.57, up $1.74. Heating oil 211.15, up 4.2 cents. Gasoline is 208.89, that's up 4.5 cents. Natural gas is 371 3/4, up 6 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.3861 Canadian, that's up by 6 ticks. The dollar buys 142.29 yen, up 47 ticks. The euro's at 113.66, down 32 ticks. And the dollar's at 99.44, up 5 ticks. Gold's at 33.1060, down $35.80. Silver's 32.45, down 69.5 cents. Platinum's 964.10, down $12.30, and copper's at 472.20, down a penny and a half.
Very good. Well, you have happy Easter, you and the
Happy
family
Easter
and
to
everybody
you,
at
yeah.
Oppenheimer, okay?
Thank you, and likewise to you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you next week. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Folks at Freeland Bean and Grain want you to know right now, as far as the conditions out there are concerned, a little bit better than 3% of the sugar beets were planted. That was as of a couple of days ago. We have close to 5% of the oats planted in the state of Michigan as of right now. Winter wheat jointing. This is kind of interesting. About 1% of the wheat is in the jointing stage right now. Last year, we were at 9%. And when it came to the sugar beets, as we said, about 3% or so, 4% as of a couple of days ago. Last year, we had over 12% of the sugar beets planted as of right now. So quite a difference. Speaking of quite a difference, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. We were talking about this yesterday, where folks have just really been spoiled with the milder early spring and late winter conditions. What's going on today?
Well, it's a beautiful day to get out and get things done. And so the weather's with us. Saturday, it looks like it'll be a good day to get some stuff done. And Saturday is also Bay Landscaping's kickoff of our weekend hours. So we're having a little event called Dog Days, and we're going to put everything with bark on sale. And, dogwoods in particular will be on sale. So come on out and see us. We've done some remodeling in the retail area, and phase 1 is done. Phase 2 will be due in a couple weeks. So we're encouraging everybody to come out. We're also teaming with Mitten Mutts. So a portion of our sales will go to Mitten Mutts and help them in their rescues, in their mission and what they do. And so if you want, bring your dog on out too. Dog Days at Bay Landscaping this Saturday, 9 to 2.
All right. Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun. Jerry, take care. Happy Easter to you and everybody at Bay Landscaping and your family, okay?
Thank you, Terry. You too.
All righty. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Coming up next, Matthew, who are we going to have?
Up next, we have Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Insurance Agency.
But first, this.
I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet with some very interesting information for car shoppers. Right now at Cook Chevrolet in Vassar, you can lease a 2025 Equinox EV, that's right, an all-electric Equinox, starting at a remarkably low $175 a month. Is it possible to lease any other vehicle, electric or gasoline, for less than $175 anywhere in America? And right now, we also have a great inventory of gasoline Equinoxes ready to go. And please do not forget that at Cook Chevrolet, you can still lease a Chevy Silverado pickup starting at an incredible $212 a month. And Chevy Blazer's still only $283. If you're serious about lowering car payments, you need to get out today to Cook Chevrolet M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $2,000 cash down plus first payment and tax due at signing. Visit us on the web at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They're ready to go when you're ready to go. Not only do they have advice, Vic Huffer has answered a lot of questions so far this spring, and I'm sure farmers have a lot more questions they'd like to ask him. He's available. And of course, they've got the products available too to make that crop grow and be profitable this year. Serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983. Freeland Bean and Grain, inviting everybody to mark down on your calendar the Walleye Festival coming up next weekend in Freeland. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency joining us right now. And Craig, what should we be talking about right now?
Well, good morning, Terry. And yeah, the other day I got a question of if we take care of Medicare and Medicaid and that kind of thing. And we certainly do. We have a dedicated staff of folks here that's all they work on. And that would include life and health insurance as well. Life insurance can be a very useful tool for the farm families. It can provide funding to buy out spouses or parents or siblings, because a lot of times when you have multiple generations in the farm, that doesn't always pass on real easily without some financial stress. So life insurance can help take that away. So just thought we'd remind folks that we have those products available, and they can be very helpful in certain situations.
Yeah, when it comes to a full service insurance agency company, the Rummel Agency has got a lot of product there to help people.
Yep. The only thing we can't help you with is crop insurance, but everything else we can take care of.
There you go. You take care, Craig. Have a nice holiday. Happy Easter to you and everybody at the Rummel Agency.
Thank you, Terry. Have a blessed Easter there, and to everybody listening as well.
Thank you. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Speaking of crop insurance, the Michael Starr Crop Insurance Agency, they can take care of you. They are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly on their cells for questions or emergencies, or you can give them a call in their office in Reese 989-868-4722. That's the Michael Sarah Crop Insurance Agency. Let's find out what's going on in New York right now. Teresa DeVoe, good morning.
Good morning, all. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 449 points at 39,220, 344 million shares traded. NASDAQ down 34 at 16,271, 491 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 295.69, up 555. Deere 455.50, up 308. CMS Energy 73.68, up $1.51. Dow 28.14, up 67. DuPont 60.58, up $1.33. Up 40. General Motors 44.67, up 45. Trinzio 3.32, up a penny. Walmart 93.08, up $1.90. Huntington Bank 13.78, up 51. Independent Bank 29.96, up 8. And AT&T at 27.40, up 38.
Teresa, thank you so much. Happy Easter to you, okay?
Happy Easter to you as well. Take care.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
There are two types of to-dos. To-dos you want to do and to-dos you gotta do. Hopping on your Coyote tractor to plow a little patch of heaven on your land is a want-to-do. But flossing before a dentist appointment so they don't suspect that flossing is a never-do? That's a gotta-do. For all the to-dos you want to do, check out the many models of hardworking Coyote, CS, CX, and CK tractors. Available with up to 72 months financing at 0.99%. For the gotta-dos? Well, Godspeed. Coyote, we dig dirt. For all of your Coyote needs, stop into CMR Tractors in Millington today or visit them online at cmrtractors.com. CMR Tractors is your local Coyote dealer.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. You know, it doesn't make any difference, old or new, but specifically old. They're ready to go. They're ready to help you. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Steel.
I'm Steve Kathan. A federal judge says Google illegally dominated markets for online advertising technology, ruling in an antitrust case brought by the government. CBS News tech contributor Ian Scher.
This case revolves around advertising technology and effectively saying that Google used its power as one of the largest websites in the world to drive up prices for advertising.
President Trump posted on social media that Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. That swipe comes after Powell warned the Trump tariffs will likely mean higher inflation and slower economic growth. Hofstra University constitutional law expert James Sample.
The mere threat of terminating Chairman Powell, is uncharted territory. The idea of following through on it raises a host of, at this point, unsettled legal questions.
In the battle over a man mistakenly deported to El Salvador, the Trump administration released court documents from a 2021 domestic violence case that named Kilmar Abrego Garcia. CBS's Camilo Montoya Galvez spoke to his wife.
She did file a protective order against him in 2021, but she told us in a statement that they were able to resolve that issue as a family and that he's still a loving father and husband.
Abrego Garcia has not been charged with or convicted of any crime. Trump administration's escalated its ongoing battle with Harvard, now threatening to revoke the university's ability to host international students. It seems federal money for some farms has been held up